What's up, y'all? My name is XCLONE. I'm from Ohio, but I live out here in Atlanta. I'm on Industry Most Wanted, and man, we gonna get it. Yeah.
Is it wrong for me to want you, but not need you, babe? Is it wrong for me to touch you and not hold?
Hey, what's going on, man? It is your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live. Where we at?
Industry.
The big one, not the little one. XCLONE is in the building. What is going on, family? How you doing? It's good to see you.
Good to meet you. Good to see you too.
100%, man.
For
Listen,
sure.
he out here working, doing his thizzle. You know what I'm saying?
My thizzle.
Give us a brief introduction, then we're gonna dive in.
Induction about my music side or my personal life?
Just either one. However you want to introduce yourself to the world.
Man, all right, shoot. XCLONE, you know what I'm saying? From Ohio, born and raised in Ohio, you know what I'm saying? I moved around a lot, you know what I'm saying? But before I moved to Atlanta, I lived in Miami, Florida. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? I got to move to the A because I feel like the A is really, really where you know what I'm saying? Like you want to be an African-American male or female and you want to move to any city in America, you know what I'm saying? For music or acting, Atlanta be the spot. So I came to Atlanta and just started just buckling down and it's working and you know what I'm saying?
Thriving.
Yeah, man. Try to get this music thing going. You know what I mean?
I love it. Most definitely.
For sure.
Well, let's just dive in because we got to let the world know who XCLONE is. That's important to me, right? That's why we're here. So you grew up in East Liverpool, Ohio.
Yeah, for sure.
Where on the map is that? Because my family's from Cleveland and Columbus. So I'm not familiar where East Liverpool is because I never lived in Ohio.
East Liverpool is like, it's crazy. East Liverpool is like, it's like an hour from Cleveland and like an hour and a half from Columbus. It's like right in the middle, you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy because we more on the border, so we literally kind of by Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh is literally closer to East Liverpool than Cleveland and Columbus. But you know what I'm saying? We still Ohio. I rep Ohio, you know.
Of course.
But yeah. It's a very small town, like I don't know, like 8,000 people.
Listen, I used to go to Ohio when I was little because my grandparents lived in this little small town called Nelson. It was right next to Garrettsville, and it was literally like Amish country. There was Amish buggies and...
There's a lot of Amish people.
Yeah, and it was just a vibe for me coming from, a fairly big city and being able to go up there and see that. I had never experienced that before. It was so dope. Ohio's beautiful, man, and creates a lot of talent.
Yeah. Man, we got Bone Thugs Harmony, Bow Wow. We got a lot of, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of...
Absolutely. So you're now based in ATL, like you said.
Yeah.
Would you say that you draw influence from both though Ohio and ATL when it comes to your music?
Yeah. I feel like Ohio, we are very much, we kind of like a melting pot. You know what I'm saying? So like when I was a kid, I listened to the Gucci Man. I also listened to the 50 Cent. I listened to the, St. Lunatic, Nelly. So we kind of have like a culture, you know what I'm saying, pot. So
yes.
Coming to Atlanta, I feel a little bit more home than I was when I was in Miami, but you know what I'm saying, I still bring that, like, you know what I'm saying, Midwest, that Ohio style a little bit down here, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like, people you can tell already when I talk to people, they're like, oh no, you ain't from Atlanta. I'm like, no.
Like, you can hear it in your voice, right?
Yeah. I'm proud. I'm gonna keep it though that way. Some people come to Atlanta try to be like Atlanta people. I ain't trying to be like none of these people in Atlanta. I'm trying to be my own style.
Listen, that's the best way to be. I feel like anything we do in life, as long as we keep it true to who we are, you're
authentic.
And you're going to generate your most authentic fan base.
For sure.
Would you say that Atlanta's been good to you thus far?
Man, Atlanta welcomed me with open arms. You know what I mean? I was kind of a little hesitant at first because I was like, man, I'm the new person. I've been seeing all this video.
The new kid on the block.
Yeah. I was like, oh man. But every time I went to Atlanta, studios, parks, gyms, whatever, man, everybody, oh man, what's up, man? Believe it or not, a lot of people I met from Atlanta is from, you know what I'm saying, other cities too. So I guess we all kind of trying to figure this thing out, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. I've been here, I moved here in 2013, but I've been coming here since the 90s, right? I'm a true OG, y'all. I was coming out here back in the 90s for Freaknik.
I know how to say Freaknik.
Man, and I fell in love with the culture back then, and it was so very different. But I was like, I'm going to live there one day. And it's been a blessing, man. So that's good that you out here doing your thing. But like you said, you're still keeping it true, keeping your roots true to who you are.
Yeah. I think this Atlanta just a spot, you know what I'm saying?
It is.
It's real crowded. I know a lot of people don't like that, but You know what I mean?
It's a bittersweet, but I feel like if you live kind of on the outskirts, you can avoid a lot of that hustle and bustle, but still get to it when you need to, right?
So, like, yeah.
100%. So you've been doing music professionally for a fairly short time, about 7 months now.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, listen, that's good. We all got to start with whatever it is somewhere. What made you take that, you know, that leap of faith per se to say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do and I'm going to run with it?
Man, because I needed an outlet for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on my favorite artists is like Chris Brown, Drake, and all them. You know what I'm saying? But I can't keep waiting on other people to make my favorite song. You know what I'm saying? And I love music, but I never thought I could do it. You know what I'm saying? It just feel like you love something, but I'm like, ugh. You know, sometimes people want to be like a pilot or a nurse, but they want to do that, but they know I just feel like music was just kind of a far-fetched thing.
Why is that?
Because I love music, but the format of like writing songs of that, I'm not that good at that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't good at that. So I feel like to my mom, like, well, I love music, but do I have what it takes to make a record, make a hook, make a verse? You know what I'm saying? How do I sound over a beat? Where do I get this beat from? How do I get this engineer? I'm nervous to sing in front of people sometimes too. I feel like my best work was like in the shower, like when nobody's looking. I'm like, I'm singing, but when I'm from like people, I'm like, I'm shy now. Like I don't want to sing, and then you cannot make a song shy because you're not gonna hit the notes that you want to hit because you're just too worried about what this guy's gonna think or why you laughing. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? I just kind of took to the point where I said, yo, life is short. You know what I'm saying? And I lost my father last year. I was like, man,
my condolences.
Thank you. I was like, man, now or never. Do it. You love something, whatever it is, do it.
That's right, because we never know when it's our time.
Exactly.
Like, all of us are going to check out at some point in time.
Sure.
And, you know, I know it's difficult losing a parent, and that will change your entire perspective on life. But going back to something you said that you didn't know if you would really be good at it.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that's going to make you a better artist because you're going to work a lot harder than some of these other artists who come in thinking they're the greatest out the gate. Oh, I'm the best rapper alive, or I'm the best singer alive, when really they still got a lot of work to do. So I feel like maybe they won't put as much effort into it because they already feel like they're great. Someone like you who was kind of on the fence with it, I feel like you're going to put a lot more work in it, and you're going to develop into being one of these national pop stars, you know, whatever it is that you want to do. You're going to be bringing me a plaque one day.
I'll bring it with me. I'll tell everybody about you. Yo, this day, she's the one that got me on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, music is definitely something that I love. You know what I'm saying? I've been listening to music. I remember when I was 6 years old, this is a true story. When I was 6 years old, we had a tape cassette player that you can record yourself.
You know about the cassette player.
Hey, man, I'm a 90s baby. I was born, you know what I'm saying? But there's a tape cassette player where you can push the play and record down, and you can hear your audio over. Like it'll record from, it'll record from in the room. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up on a lot of gospel music. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on the CC Winans and BB and all the people. So I remember, like, I have a lot of brothers and sisters. I have 4 brothers and 2 sisters. So I had them in the room. I said, hey, listen, I said, I'm going to sing. I'm telling them at 6 years old, this is a true story. I said, I'm going to sing a song. When I put my hands up, just keep saying, Jesus, love me, Jesus, love me. Jesus. If I put my hand down, stop saying that. I put my hands up. So basically, I was young, but I remember the format of a song. I remember when I hear a CT or somebody sing, a part will come on in the song where they'll repeat that over again and they'll go back in. So I was thinking of a chorus and stuff like that. I didn't know what I was doing. So that's basically to go back to say, like, music was always in me. But when I got older, it seemed like the older I get, the more of actually being an artist seemed more far-fetched. You know what I'm saying? I got into the real world, working and having lives and stuff like that.
Definitely. So if someone's never heard your music before, right?
Yeah.
You know, because you're still fairly new with this, so we're getting you out to the world. Describe your music in 3 words.
Relatable. Funny. Fun. Because my topic sometimes, I just made a song kind of fun. And relatable, funny. I'll say
2 is good. It's fine.
That's a good one. That's a good. I got to think of something. I'll throw something out there. Relatable, funny, and I'll say inspiring.
Okay, it's funny, ironic that when you said that, that was exactly the word that was in my head. I'm thinking fun, because I listened to your record and I was like, fun type music. So you are absolutely right. When you write your music, do you physically sit down and put pen to paper, or are you punching in?
I put pen and paper.
Okay.
Believe it or not, like mostly my songs come when I'm driving down the road. Like I'm one of those artists that you could say something and I would hear it, I'd be like, oh, that's a line. People say something, something so fast, something so simple, like, man, I've been working all day, man. I'm like, hot. I'm like, man, I've been working all day. And I said, man, that's a song. I'm gonna make that be a song about working. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I go. Like, and then after I do that, it just kind of I start putting it together like a puzzle.
Yeah.
I think with the next verse, I think of how I'm going to sing, and then I record myself. I have a phone, thing on my phone. I can record myself on the spot, and then I just build on that.
So you really, truly draw your inspiration from some of the most random places.
Life.
Yeah.
Like, it could be, you know what I'm saying? One of my favorite artists is Michael Jackson. And the reason why I say that, too, is because, like, Michael Jackson, he have songs over everything.
Yes.
Like, he don't have just one type of music. He have a song about Man in the Mirror. He have a song about Billie Jean. He have a song about Smooth Criminal. He have a song about Thriller. Michael Jackson's like a world, like he have all situations. It's kind of what I do. Like I'll be driving down the road, I see somebody that's homeless, I'll be like, I'll make a song about a homeless person on their aspect of how life. You know what I'm saying? I see somebody that's doing good, I'm like, oh, it's like everything inspired me to make a song. So I'm like, really, that's why I said, you asked me what, you know what I'm saying, describe my music. I say relatable because I feel like a lot of people can relate because I have so many different songs that I'm going to bring out that's going to hit everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
And I feel like, again, that's where you develop your most organic fan base, because people are going to listen to your music and be like, man, I felt that. I've been through that, or I'm going through that right now, whatever it may be. Can you dance like MJ?
No, when I was little, I could. You know what I'm saying? I could do a little now,
1, 2, yeah.
Now, like, oh. You know what I'm saying?
But you danced for Kanye West.
I did. Yeah,
okay, so hold on a second. He said he can't dance like MJ, but you danced for another legend.
For sure.
Let's talk about that a little bit. What was one lesson that you took from being around someone his caliber?
That I know I can be what I want to be if I work hard at it. You know what I'm saying? Kanye West was big. Like, when I got the invite to be one of his backup dancers for his Mama tour. I can't remember the name of that tour. It was in 2022. It was in Miami. You know what I'm saying? I had to be on stage, be in the background while Kanye was performing, and just being on stage with Kanye and seeing Ye in person is just crazy as it is. You know what I'm saying? And what blew my mind the most was just the fans, seeing all those people, you see what I'm saying, hearing the loud music thump, and actually being on stage and like the speakers and it's an energy thing. And some people see that and be scared and stuff like that, but when I seen it, I was like, I want this. This is where I belong. So I'm literally on stage like manifesting like, yeah, this is me. Like I can do this. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a sea of people, man. I never seen nothing like it in my life. It's to be in front of like 50,000 people with cell phone, with cameras out and lights and being in front of Kanye, like I'm like, yeah.
That is amazing, because that sounds like, to me, it was kind of one of your pivotal moments that solidified that this is what you need to be doing. Like perhaps this is your purpose. You're gifted. You're good at different things. You can dance. Yeah. How long have you been dancing, and how did that situation that you got called to be a backup dancer for Kanye break us down for us?
Well, basically, I always basically, I'm very athletic. Basketball, dancing. I have 4 brothers, and so I'm always moving around. You know what I'm saying? So I always knew I could move, but the opportunity, I never thought that opportunity was going to come. Because when they called me, you know what I'm saying? Because they asked basically if they said we need backup dancer for A-list artists. They didn't say who it was.
They didn't say who it was. Okay.
So I didn't know. So when I signed up for it, I was like, okay, I got that call back when we all met up in this place in Miami. I didn't know who it was until somebody broke the thing. Someone said, yo, we're going to be dancing for Kanye. I was like, wow. And then, you know what I'm saying, I grew up on Kanye, you know what I'm saying, from graduation to 808, like, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, that's crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, man, I feel like those moments built me to really inspire me to be an artist. Because when I was at a certain point of time, reality started setting in, like working, school, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But when I started doing more things around other artists, meeting artists, being on stage with artists, is really like, if I don't do this, I'm disservicing myself. Because the sign is on the wall. Like, come on, bro. Like, something is pushing me to this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I keep finding myself in music videos. I keep finding myself around artists all the time. So something's saying.
That's all God right there.
Yeah,
you know?
man. The sign is on the wall.
I feel like we have to be obedient when we receive those signs because that's our calling. We all have a purpose in life, and I feel like, you is through entertainment to entertain people, to make them feel good. Like you said, your music, the way your music is fun, it's relatable. Do you believe that music is like your purpose?
I believe it. I know it. I believe it. I feel it. It is. It is. I don't see myself, like I always say, I said this before, like, okay, let's example that my song don't go number one tomorrow or whatever, right? I'm gonna do this on forever.
I love it.
I don't even gotta make money from it. It's something that when you love something so much, you don't gotta make money. I know people that do things just for the love of it.
Yes.
You don't even gotta pay them; they'll still do it. You know what I'm saying? People don't gotta pay me to make music. I'm gonna get inspired. I'm gonna hear a song. Songs come to me. You know what I'm saying? Like music come to me, like I said, for driving down the road or whatever, it inspired me. I just hear tunes in my head and it's come out as music. I'm gonna continue to make music because you know what? I'm a fan of myself.
Man, as you should be. It should start with you. If you don't believe in it, you can't expect no one else
Nobody to. For sure. I'm a fan of myself big time.
I love it. So you're also stepping into your acting bag, getting into the acting world.
Yeah.
What are some of the roles and projects that you're aiming to work on?
Oh, aiming to work on? I have been worked on.
So let's talk about what you're aiming to work on, then we're going to get to what you've done.
I'm aiming to work on more like I want to work on like some kind of like a series or something. You know what I'm saying? Because movies is good, but I want to work on something that I know I can continuously keep coming back.
Like a BMF or a Bel Air or I could see you doing something like that. You kind of slick have that on the screen type of look about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's something we can manifest. So the series is coming soon. What have you worked on that could potentially lead you up to what we're manifesting?
It's crazy because I had done some background roles for BMF. That's why I
okay, dope.
Yeah. And you really look at season 2 and slow down some things.
Hold on. He said you really take a deep dive. So season 2, what episode or what episodes?
Oh man, I got to look at my phone to see what it was. Maybe when we get done with the interview, I can show you.
Yeah, that's dope.
I had a little scene for this movie with Tyler Perry called Beauty in Black. You know what I'm saying? Some people notice me because some people hit me up like, bro, no, that you? I'm like, yeah. So basically, like, the dude was walking out of the meeting, and I was walking through the hall, and he gave me like a push, and I was like, oh, so so I got like a little bit there. Movies is something that I love to do as well because it also is also like I feel like I'm living multiple things.
Yes.
Like, how I said music inspired me. I see somebody, I was like, yo, that inspired me. Movies is kind of the same way because I get to be this guy. I get to be a firefighter. Or I get to be a police officer. I get to be a convict. Or they might have me in the. I was doing this background role for this movie called Fight Night with Kevin Hart and all that stuff. So like, they put me on like a 1970 guy. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
So that's good too.
Absolutely. It really allows you, like you said, to dive in all these different characters.
Yeah, you would never get to do it in real life. You know what I'm saying? I get to be around 1970s.
Listen, I was born in the 70s. It's a great era.
Oh, for real?
My son was born in the 90s.
You don't look like that.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I drink my water and my mind my business. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's the only way.
So with your music persona and your acting persona, do you feel like they're similar or do you separate them?
That's a good. I feel like they have a little bit in common.
Okay.
For the fact that when I'm acting, I can become the character. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, I can become the character. You know what I'm saying? Music is not always my experience. Because I feel like as an artist, you're supposed to be able to, it's like an art.
You kind of got to jump into character with that too, per se.
Exactly. So if I'm making a song about something, I want to be able to conjure up the feelings and make people be like, oh.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can tell when somebody's really, you know what I'm saying? Whatever I do, I try to, you see what I'm saying? So if I'm acting, I'm going to be all the way that.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a song about something that's not related to what I've been in, but something that I just know of in depth. oh, you can hear me in the studio. You can hear the song and be like, damn, bro, that really happened to you. You know what I'm saying?
That type of mindset, again, is really what's going to make you phenomenal at what you do, because you could tell it's truly a passion for you on the acting side and on the music side. You are going all in. You're not half-assing it, you know, basically. You're putting your everything into it. And that will absolutely separate you. You mentioned wanting to speak about the state of hip-hop. So we're going to dive in. Let's go there, right?
Yeah. Oh.
First and foremost, what do you think is missing right now in hip-hop or in the music industry?
This is a touchy subject because I feel like people might want to steal what I'm saying. Like, oh, I never thought of it like that. Damn, we'll do the same thing. I feel like what's missing in hip-hop is everything is just so saturated on the one thing. It's so much sex, and you know what I'm saying, dope dealing is. I feel like I listen to country music. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be 100, and I feel like one thing I like about country music is they have a diversity. Like it's big. You know what I'm saying? I know I got a country song. I know a country song about cancer. I know a country song about a daddy and his son. I know a country song about love, breakup. You know what I'm saying? We all probably heard this song before. How the song go? I bust the windows out his car.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you listen to hip hop, it's all I'm the realest nigga in the hood. It's like, where's a hip hop song about cancer or about this? About when I was a little young dude, I remember hearing like, "What's love got to do?"
Yeah.
We had some kind of love song, but it's like everything is just like I'm not gonna reference it to nobody. You know what I'm saying? To get nobody mad at me, but it's like everybody just going down one lane. So I feel like what I'm going to try to do is, okay, since everybody's rapping about this and doing this, I'm going to do the total opposite.
You are,
you know what I'm saying?
You are absolutely right.
There are people out there that can't feel some of these rap lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like, not every person out there can sell dope. So the people that never sold dope, what music are they going to listen to? Right.
They can't relate to that. Or they probably may not even want to relate to that.
Or somebody that don't have 50 bands to throw in the club, but if I make a song like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
Kind of a struggle record or something.
I made a song called 9 to 5, man. I said, you know, I'm a 9 to 5, man. Basically saying I'm a guy that works hard. And the song begins, say, good morning, I'm heading off to work. You look so beautiful in my t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? I had a long day. I'll call you on lunch, baby. Cause I know a lot of people can feel that. Cause I know a lot of dudes go to work and they tell their girlfriend, hey, I'm gonna call you on my lunch break.
Yes.
I think every 9 to 5 man that have a woman or woman that have a man has said, I'm gonna call you on my lunch. But I know a handful of dudes that never had a plug in Mexico and flew dope across the country in the plane. And I know a bunch of dudes that
majority of the people I know have never done that.
You know what I'm saying? But they rap about it, but it's like, I personally never, you know what I'm saying? So I can't feel too much about, you know what I mean, shaving coke and stuff like that. I was never a dope. I was never into selling cocaine and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The beat sounds good. I can be myself. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I'm gonna make some music where I know people can relate to it.
Absolutely. And you know, funny and ironically enough, my business partner and I just had a phone conversation this morning because he did a music review last night with somebody. They brought him on to do a music review, and I tuned in and listened for a while, and he was giving really good constructive criticism and, you know, real critiques and stuff. And he was saying this morning, he's like, what a lot of these young artists don't understand is what separates a good record from a mainstream record. A mainstream record is something you can play anywhere. But these good records, maybe they might hit the clubs because they're talking about the drugs, they're talking about the sex. And that's cool. There's a time and a place for it. But if you're trying to go mainstream to where your music can be played anywhere.
In Japan and
in movies, perhaps, maybe in the grocery store. You think about any store you walk through, there's usually music playing. You know, those are all campaigns that artists can get involved in. It's called sync licensing, whether it's in TV commercials, in stores, stuff like that. You have to have a mainstream record. You can't be talking about drugs and shooting them up and stuff like that. So the type of music that you are creating is going to go mainstream versus just kind of staying maybe local, perhaps.
And I call that microwave music too. Like music you just hear like TikTok trend and goes away. Well, I want to be in Tokyo, perform my song in front of a bunch of people. I want to be all over the world. You know what I'm saying? I want to be that mainstream where you can hit The Weeknd, Chris Brown, and all those people.
Like feel good
Lady
music.
Gaga. Lady Gaga went crazy. I heard she had a concert somewhere. I think it was. She had like 1 million people outside.
People love her. People,
Like, Lady Gaga's a real big artist. Like Justin Bieber, real big artist.
mainstream. They're mainstream.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, staying on that topic of the state of hip hop, where do you see your role or impact in the future of the hip hop culture?
I see my role that's going on. I can, when I make my music, I can envision myself like being on stage singing this and people singing it. I can see myself making a song that's gonna be, it's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, feel good. I'll make a dance song too. I have a dance song right now. I'll make a dance song, but like, it's dance songs and stuff like that. It's kind of like, okay, you can grab, you know what I'm saying, you can grab the quick, you know what I'm saying. Not everything you cook is gonna be sit down to eat. You know what I'm saying? You can put some quick food sometimes. I'm gonna make some fast stuff so people can listen to and twerk and dance to and stuff in the club. But once I catch your ear, you know what I'm saying, that's when people gonna be like, yo, so I heard that song, but have you heard his song about this? Have you heard his song? How he made a song about, you know what I'm saying, his kid, about his mom, about a birthday, you know what I'm saying? Something they were like, oh, you know what I'm saying? That's the deep. I really want like true hardcore fans.
Yes.
Like, you know how Tupac had those hardcore fans,
like a cult following almost. Yeah.
That's what I really want. That's why I want people to really be like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whenever your friends are gone, wherever the club's lights is turned off, you can turn on song number 7 and listen to it in your head while you in bed and be like, I feel that, like, yeah, like that's some real stuff. I've been through that.
I feel like you're on the right track for that, though, because going back to you saying that you really put your all into it, and that, again, like you said, you weren't sure if you were cut out for this. I feel like those accolades and them things that you've said are what's going to separate you from a lot of people.
Thank you.
Mark my words. Give him like a year from now, and he gonna be big.
Oh,
I
man.
promise you. Like I'm feeling that vibe from you. What's the wildest like DM that you've gotten since you started dropping music?
The wildest DMs. It's like, basically females that didn't care about me. You know what I'm saying? Now that they see I'm making music, and now that they see that I am be around some artists, like, you know what I'm saying?
Back
now
then, y'all didn't want me.
Yeah, but crazy thing, and men too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a lot of dudes that just, you know what I'm saying? Because growing up, I wasn't the cool kid. Like, I ain't gonna be 100 with you. Like growing up, I grew up, you know what I'm saying? Like my mom didn't make too much money, so we grew up wearing like Walmart clothing. We used to go to this place called like it's kind of like back home. It was kind of like a thrift store.
Yeah.
We were a thrift, you know what I'm saying? And like I'll never forget what somebody said. Like they would say, bro, like you can't go to prom with no shoes like that on and stuff like that. I was not the cool kid. I ain't gonna be 100. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to be back then. I wasn't. So it gets me. I find it hilarious now how a lot of friends I had back home would see me now and see me around artists and be like, "Yo, bro, we need a kick. I need to come down there, bro. You need to put me on." Put
like,
you on for what?
Man,
put you on.
How
like,
about you get the hell on?
Yeah.
Where were you?
So, where were you? When I was, it just honestly, like that's what blows my mind the most. So I'm like, nah, keep doing what you do. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you do, because you had all these years to be my friend, and now you will be my friend. Oh, bro, put me on. I saw you on BMF, or I saw you doing that. How you do that? Da, da, da. I can't stand. That's fake love to me, because all I'm gonna do is put you into a situation that you can be the same person you was before.
Facts. Keep that same energy you had.
They're not around because they like me or they want good for me. They're just around because they want something that I got.
Yes.
So if you never hit me up before, like you knew me for 10, 15 years, I didn't get that one DM from you, but now that I'm doing something, now you want to say, yo, bro, let's kick it. Let me come there, you know what I'm saying? Let me crash at your place, da-da-da. No, keep that same energy. So whenever you buy my album, or whenever you see me on the stage, just be in the fans and be waving at me, because
it's that fake love.
Just be the same person. Okay.
Is there anything that you've experienced so far in the industry that nobody prepared you for?
Fake love. Not knowing who's around you for you or for your status.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I question that with women and men. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a lot of homeboys that try to be around, like, yo, I don't know what this dude, what's your attention? I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? I think selecting friends is a little bit difficult now.
It is.
Because I don't know what people want from me sometimes.
So why they say it's lonely at the top?
Because you don't know.
Yes, that's that.
You know why I'm here? Like, isn't that creepy to have somebody next to you, look at them like, I be chilling, I be looking at people like,
you don't know what their intentions are.
What's your, like, saying like,
why are you here?
Why would be my friend for? I literally like I just ask everybody, What, like?
Yeah, you should. I mean, listen, and it sucks that it's that way, but a lot of people, not everyone, there are some good people out there, but there are a lot of people who have ulterior motives. They only want to be around you for maybe the people you can put them in position with.
Exactly.
Or to maybe get on or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you just got to really kind of feel people out. Are you good at reading people's energy?
For sure.
Yeah. That's going to help.
I listen to what people say. You're going to tell me what you're around for by the end of the day. If somebody keep talking about one subject or every time you see the person offer one thing, then I already know.
If somebody shows you who they are, believe them.
That way.
Period. Believe them, because I feel like we have to let people be who they are.
Let them be who they are.
Because that's how
they're going to tell you who they are.
That's the only way you're going to truly know someone is if you let them. Don't try to force them who you want them to be. Let them who they want to be, and that's going to decipher whether they need to be around you or not. Straight like that. Let's talk about this hit, beautiful single, My Barbie Girl.
Oh, yeah.
What inspired this record? Because it's such a fun, feel-good type record. Kind of like a country type twist, which fits into where we're at right now. I feel like country and line dancing is very popular. Talk to us about the record.
Oh, My Barbie Girl. My Barbie Girl, that song I made was on the spot. Like, I was going to the studio trying to think to myself, how should I start? What kind of record am I trying to make? You know what I'm saying? Well, Barbie Girl was a song based on a man that, like this girl, he buy her clothing, he takes her out, but he don't want to have that title to be her boyfriend. So basically he's saying, like, she's my Barbie girl. She's somebody I fancy, somebody I dress up, somebody I'll take out, somebody I'll go out to the club with, pop out on events with. But she's not my girlfriend.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's weird, but not weird, but like once you get that title of boyfriend and girlfriend or husband and wife, that could put a whole nother thing on you. You know what I'm saying?
That sucks.
And I ain't gonna lie, I did that. You know what I'm saying? I done that a couple times. I had some girls that I just be, you know what I'm saying, like buying things for, but we ain't dating. That's not my girlfriend, nah. So that's why
You're still young, you got time.
Yeah. That song I said, you know what I'm saying, some may call it tricking. I just spend money on things I like.
He said some of y'all will call it tricking. They sure will.
Yeah. Well, I just spend money on things I like.
Nothing wrong with that. I don't call it tricking at all. Like if you really like that person, even if it's not in a sexual way, but you just vibe with that person, if you want to buy them something, that's on you.
We spend money on our car. We spend money on we buy
unnecessary stuff.
Whatever we do, you know what I'm saying? You like somebody, but you don't gotta date just because you. This is the thing. People feel like if you like somebody, you gotta date that person. That's not true.
That's not true.
Just because I like you don't mean I have to date you. Oh, but you don't like, you know what I'm saying? It's anything I say, just because I don't like you don't mean I hate you.
Or you can just casually date them. It doesn't mean that you're necessarily in a committed relationship. Y'all can go out from time to time, have a good time together. Yeah. I feel like the biggest thing is just the honesty. Up front, letting them know this is where I'm at with it. Rather than waiting 6-7 months down the road and saying, no, I don't want to be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, let them know for sure. Like, let them know for sure. Like, hey, I got this gig going on tomorrow. Do you want to slide with me? Oh, I'll slide with you, whatever. Shit, get your nails done or whatever. And that's it. But I'm not about to be like, oh, this is my girlfriend here. I'm like, no, that's my Barbie girl. So that's basically what Barbie girl is. It's a guy that spends money on the girl, get her nails done, her hair done, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Maybe take her out to dinner, whatever. But that's not his girlfriend. That's just his Barbie Girl. So
it's available everywhere. Is there an official video for it yet?
Barbie Girl? Yeah. I just dropped the video like a week ago. It just came out. You know what I'm saying? The video is out, yeah.
Brand new, hot off the press.
Brand new.
For people who want to keep up with the journey, where can they follow you on your socials?
Everything is XCLONE. It's no different. So XCLONE on Instagram, obviously. XCLONE on Twitter. XCLONE on Spotify. XCLONE on Apple Music. XCLONE on YouTube. And I have other stuff, but it's more personal. Like my Snapchat is not XCLONE because that's my stuff. And my Facebook is my stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because Facebook is kind of like, I keep that for family, basically. So that's where I talk to my brothers and stuff like that. I don't want my, you know what I'm saying, like my lifestyle getting into that. So my Facebook is something, you got to keep personal stuff.
I agree.
From away from y'all people.
You got to separate that stuff,
so
100%.
Keep me on Instagram.
Who do you want to give thanks to for loving you and supporting you through your journey?
My friend over there. You know what I'm saying? Can she say hi real quick?
Of course. She wants to come over here and get on camera. She sure can.
Yeah, she been down. She been someone. Shout yourself out, girl.
She the Porsche on the mic.
I love it.
Hello. I'm a Grady baby.
She said, "I'm a Grady baby. Don't get it twisted." Yeah.
Oh man, straight from Atlanta. Yeah. She one of them real ones. You gotta keep real ones next to you, and you know somebody's real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she haven't slept for 24 hours. She really just came here. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's right. That's a ride or die right there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Keep
Definitely.
people in your corners for real. You know what I'm saying? I feel a lot of people we lose the people that's really in our corners for you know what I'm saying, for other games, but you gotta really keep it. Like, somebody like her, like, when I take off, make it, man, she's coming everywhere because I already know. You know what I'm saying? You can because somebody be with you when you don't have too much, they're gonna definitely, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, 100%,
sure.
Man. My last question: where we at?
Industries.
Tell them the big one, not the little one.
Wanted.
What makes XCLONE the industry's most wanted?
Man, my authentic, my music, the way I am. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm giving me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really like sacrifice. Like, this is me. What you get is what you get.
Yeah.
Like, when I put my music, I don't leave nothing on terms. So with every song you hear is either something I experienced, something I've seen, something I've been through. It's just me. So it's like I feel like it, or what did I say, love it or hate it, whatever.
Exactly.
Because this is really who I am. I'm not over here putting on the front. I'm not trying to be Mr. Tough Guy. I'm not trying to be Mr. Da-da-da. This is literally who I am. You know what I'm saying? This is who I am to my mama. You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving y'all what y'all give my mama. So that's gonna be different. Because I ain't giving y'all nothing else.
Can't 100%. Please everybody, nor should we try to.
Yeah.
Man, appreciate you being here. This is a superstar in the making right now. Mark my words. 1 year from now, we're gonna see him globally.
Say that again.
Straight like
I'm
that.
I'm manifesting that, and I believe myself. So who's gonna bet on you? You can't bet on yourself.
That's facts.
I bet on myself. I'm giving. You know what I'm saying?
Straight like that. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me to call. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, we're gonna do it again and
for
again.
Sure.
And again.
I'm gonna do it again when I have another record on. Slide it in there. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. We out of here, y'all.
Yeah.
Is it wrong for me to touch you and not hold you back?